on! Today, I am reviewing Kingsman: The Golden Circle Blu-ray and Ultra HD. Coming up for you guys next. So Kingsman on Blu-ray and 4K Ultra HD. I'll start off with the Blu-ray just because that's where I always start off. This looks pretty good on Blu-ray. It looks really good. You know, you definitely have a very crisp and very clear picture here with a very stylishly noticeable cinematography style here. You know, it's called Kingsman: The Golden Circle, and apparently they just want everything to be gold because there is a lot of yellow here. There is yellow in the lighting, there is yellow in just bricks on buildings, there is yellow in suits, there is yellow in the facial tones, there is yellow everywhere, with the exception of certain scenes where the harsh lighting and the yellow tone definitely takes over the skin tone a small bit. And the same goes for some outdoor lighting scenes. There are some blown out facial glare from outside lighting that definitely does come into play here. But for the most part, this looks really good. I especially like the 50s style that Poppy has for her like little town that she has. It is really cool to see, and I just feel like this movie has a really fun and very showy visual style that is, for the most part, very well represented here. And for that, I will give this a 9 out of 10, and yeah, I just feel like this is a really good looking Blu-ray. So going on to the 4K release, this was actually shot all digitally and mastered in 2K, so this is an up conversion to 4K, but you would never know because this looks tremendous in 4K, and it was something that I really didn't expect. I know that this movie has a very showy visual style, but I expected it to be a little bit more blown out and have a little bit more flaws than it did here, just because, wow, just wow. You know, all of the problems that I had with the Blu-ray, with the blown out facial tones and outdoors, and just the blown out gold look that some small scenes had, all gone here. This is pristine, and you can always have such clear detail, and it is just oozing off the screen. And with the upgraded color palette that comes with the HDR here, it looks even more gold, and it looks even more striking. I was surprised about how much the color palette really stood out to me with this 4K presentation. And people, if you have the option of picking this up in 4K, you need to pick this up in 4K, because with that upgraded color palette, this is definitely a stunning picture with a lot of detail and bright colors. And for that, this is definitely demo quality material, and so I have to give it a 10 out of 10. So next we are going to be getting into the audio of Kingsman: The Golden Circle, and you won't want to miss it. I got it coming up for you next. So the audio of Kingsman: The Golden Circle will start off with the Blu-ray, and unfortunately, that does not come with the Dolby Atmos track. It comes with the DTS HD 7.1 track, and it is still really damn cool. I will say that it is just a more bombastic track. This track is just in your face all the time, explosions going up, and it starts right from the rip. Man, it is definitely an aggressive track, and that is something that I really don't remember when I saw this in theaters, how aggressive this track is. It's also a very dynamic track. You know, there is a lot of things going on, and your speakers have a lot to keep up with. This is a very busy movie at times, and for the most part, this DTS HD 7.1 track keeps up with everything that is going on, and that is a hefty load for your speakers to carry. This is a hard-thumping, heart-pounding 7.1 track, and it is a damn good one. Unfortunately, because they didn't give us the Dolby Atmos track, I have to notch it down and give it a 9 out of 10, just because I feel like it should be on the Blu-ray. But at the same point in time, this is still a really good track that you guys shouldn't be ashamed of if you had to go with it. So let's talk about the Dolby Atmos track. Let's talk about the one that comes on the 4K Ultra HD disc. This is where it's at, people. This is demo quality material here, because if you thought that the DTS HD track was heart-pounding, heart-thumping, balls to the walls action, this is just crazy to me. If there was ever a track that was too loud and too in your face, this is that track. I had to turn down the volume on my receiver because of this track. My wife hates me because of this track. This movie just kicks so much ass in Dolby Atmos. It's incredible. And it starts with that very first action scene with that Prince song coming in the background. This track handles that action scene beautifully. And it's not easy because, like I said, there is a lot going on here. You get the Prince song in your height speakers, you got the action going on, and everything else. It definitely handles it very well, and it's very dynamic in that way, and I feel like that is something that the DTS HD track kind of loses. This track is a lot more dynamic because it has a lot more things to play with, and it definitely takes advantage of that. For that, and for many reasons more, I gotta give this a 10 out of 10. This is something that I'm going to be going back to because this sounds amazing in Dolby Atmos. So next, we're going to be getting into the special features for Kingsmen The Golden Circle, and you won't want to miss it. I got it coming up for you next. So the special features for Kingsmen The Golden Circle. We get a hefty, almost 2-hour featurette that goes through almost everything in this movie. It goes through the actors and why they came back. It goes through all of the story arcs and why it happens. It goes through the visual effects. It goes through Elton John's appearance. You have Julianne Moore here. You got every single thing that you would possibly want right here in one featurette. And it definitely is a lot to take in, but at the same point in time, I really do like it. Now, this movie definitely kicks off with a bang with a really big action set piece, and the next featurette just focuses on how they made that one action scene. And of course, you get some concept art with the theatrical trailer as well. This is a decent amount of special features that I kind of have to separate from the Blu-ray and the 4K release just because none of these are actually on the 4K disc. And I feel like that is a warning that I kind of gotta have to give you guys just because of the fact that it's something that they've been doing that I don't particularly like, and I feel like you wouldn't like either, so I just want to tell you guys, no special features on the actual 4K disc. It is all on the Blu-ray disc. You still get it with the 4K release, it's just on the Blu-ray disc that comes with it. And for that, I have to give this a 7 out of 10. It's a lot of special features just in that one featurette, but at the same point in time, you got to put some on the 4K disc, people. And yeah, that's why I notched it down a little bit for that. So next, we're going to be getting into my last looks and my overall grades for Kingsmen The Golden Circle, coming up for you guys next. So Kingsman: The Golden Circle was a movie that I was really looking forward to, and ultimately that I felt like it wasn't as good as the Secret Service, the first one, but at the same point in time, it definitely, it's still a fun movie to watch. I enjoyed Julianne Moore's performance, even though she didn't get a lot to do. She definitely knew how to work with what she had, and it was just an overall fun movie to watch. And if you didn't check out my actual video review for Kingsman: The Golden Circle, I gave it a 7 out of 10, which brings the actual grade for the Blu-ray to a 32 out of 40. And the 4K Ultra HD disc actually got a 34 out of 40, just because I liked the presentation of the video better, just because I felt like the color palette was a lot more upgraded in that one, and I felt like the CGI definitely got an uptick there. And of course, the Dolby Atmos track that's only on that 4K disc. So when I review a theatrical release in theaters, this is what I'm going to do. As soon as it comes out in 4K, I'm going to review it for you guys, and I promise I will always get to this. And that is why when Blade Runner 2049 comes out in just a couple of weeks, I'm going to review that for you guys as well. So that is definitely something to look forward to. And what is next? Well, I'm going to review Mother, but it's not up on this shelf right now because I actually don't have the disc. I'm going to be picking it up tomorrow, and I'm going to watch it for you guys and review it. And then I have to get into the Christopher Nolan collection. That is something that I'm going to be doing for you guys all throughout January. It is a big undertaking for me that I'm going to be doing for you guys. So you guys know that you want to check out those videos. It's going to be a lot of content for you guys to check out. Subscribe so you know when that stuff comes out. And if you're excited for everything that I'm going to be doing for 2018, comment down below. Give me some of your options about what you want me to review. It's not just what I want to review. I'm doing this for you guys. Tell me what you want me to do in 2018. And as always, guys, thank you for watching my videos and have a happy holiday. I will see you guys next time.